We all know the notorious Farmall H, the very famous and most arguably one of the best top-selling tractors over 75 years ago. But what if I told you the design as we know it could have looked totally different? In 1937, McCormick International Harvester chief engineer and designer Raymond Loewy introduced the Farmall Model F-22 to replace the Model F-20 as the agricultural world in design was marching ahead of current tractors in the Farmall lineup. This F-22 was a prototype of future technology available at the time and was a project that underwent many field tests and upgrades. The tractor itself housed a revamped Farmall F-20, four-cylinder gasoline engine with a larger bore and stroke, bigger carburetor, and had a special magneto of its own, but later was changed out for a distributor specially designed for the tractor, as the F-22 also had a revamped F-20, four-speed transmission, later converted to a new design, five-speed transmission. In 1938, the final adjustments were made to convert the tractor from hand start to 6-volt electric start, as it still held the crank placeholder in case of failure. After some fierce testing and rough field testing done to the only existing model at the time, the F-22 was approved by President Chairman of McCormick International Harvester at the time, Alexander Lega. But it was too late, for Raymond Loewy had already come out with the Model H as we know it, and the F-22 was on hold after the H went into further production as of 1939. Unfortunately, the entire project was entirely experimental and was never seen by the public eye, and the entire project would be scrapped along with the tractor itself. Unfortunately, only a few photos exist of this tractor, and I personally find it very possible to recreate this design and bring it back to life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of the experimental Farmall F-22 tractor. What do you think of this experimental tractor? I personally think it just would have been too much of an obsolete design to compete in the early 1940s. Do you agree or disagree? Or do you think it could have been a cheaper H model for farmers who couldn't afford one? Leave it in the comments.